the Summer of Champions, the world's greatest 2024 Paris Olympics recap podcast. Yeah, I said it. It's Saturday night. I feel the air is getting out. Be my baby. It's July 27th, Saturday night. I'm J.E. Skeets, back in the Classic Factory, a.k.a. the Flag Factory. And alongside me, the reviews are in. They say she's a natural. It's my wife, Nora Artinian.
Thank you. Everybody has been so nice. And I wonder if it was because I asked them to do that or if it was real. But it does seem real. So thank you, everybody. That was really sweet.
And over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer JD.
It's always real when it's nice. And when it's not nice, it's just fake.
Yeah, that's how I live my life.
That's right. Smart.
True.
Shout out to everyone joining us live on YouTube. Hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend. As we said, tell your mom, tell your dad.
Moms are loving this.
Moms are loving it, and babies are loving it.
Yes, that seems like our target right now.
Shout out to our friend Steve-O saying, my little girl Murph loves this.
Yeah. Murph, she loves it. Also, my niece Ava.
Right.
Big fan, doesn't believe it's us.
Thinks it's, what, AI?
Well, my sister told her, it's Auntie Nora, Uncle Phil.
You somehow didn't say it once last night.
I know, I was really aware.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ava doesn't believe that it's us on the TV.
Oh.
So Ava, hi.
We're real.
We're real.
It's
We're
that
talking
camera
to you.
there. I don't know where you looked.
We're here.
Okay. Podcast listeners, play your part. Leave us a 5-star rating and review. Tonight's drink of choice, it's the long drink. The alcoholic beverage from Finland.
Yes, the 1952 Olympic beverage.
They made this drink because of the Olympics. I'm cracking mine.
Because of the Olympics.
So last night, if you're just joining us for the first time tonight, we did a glass of champagne for Paris.
Yes.
Obviously where the Olympics is being held. But every night we're going to switch it up.
Sure.
With a new beverage from a different country.
Yes,
so
why wouldn't
cheers
you?
to, wait, does Finland have a Summer Olympics team?
They do. You know,
Okay.
I looked it up. It's Kiipis. To
What
say
is that?
cheers.
Oh, that's how you say cheers.
Yeah, what did you
okay.
say?
I said, do they have an Olympic team here in the summer?
Oh, for sure they do.
Okay.
For sure
They're
they do.
more of a winter country.
I know, but I'm pretty sure they have at least an archer.
Kippis.
Kiipis, to say cheers.
That's not a bad one.
No.
Kippis. Now, JD, we would normally cheers with you, but
I screwed up.
Nora didn't grab a third long drink.
I was in a rush when we were leaving, and I grabbed a different beverage by accident.
It's
I'm
tasty.
sorry.
It's very tasty. Amazing that they made this for the 52 Summer Olympics.
Yes, it's so good.
It is really good. What
Highly
is it?
recommend.
It's gin and
grapefruit.
right. Mine's peach.
They have different fruit flavors.
Okay.
I prefer the grapefruit personally.
Okay.
But they're all really good.
So here, if you have a suggestion for another beverage from another country
Yes.
that we should do over the next 15 nights, let us know. Comment away there in the stream team on YouTube. You can tweet at me, at JE Skeets. You can email us if you want, nodunks@theathletic.com. What else we should drink. JD, you have anything that comes to mind? You got anything in that fridge behind you that we can...
Well, there's always
tap
Guinness
into?
in that fridge.
Okay.
There's also Pacifica.
Okay.
So there's Ireland and Mexico representing.
Hey, we might need them.
And I think I had some Prosecco from Costco in there. So, hey, there's French
the
in there,
lovely
too.
country of Costco.
Okay.
There is. I've recently had a cocktail called French 75. Have you heard of it?
I love a French 75.
Yeah.
It's bubbly. It's refreshing.
Yeah.
But we've already done France.
That's
we
true.
can't do French again.
That's true.
We need to move it around.
There's many drinks out there. We'll figure it out. But tonight we got the long drink. Okay. Also, speaking of last night, before we get into day one action, the actual sports happening in the Olympics, we recapped the 2024 Paris Olympics opening ceremony. Go check that out. It's up in all the No Dunks feeds, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, just like this one. But we talked about the guy with the crazy arms dancing during the Louis Vuitton segment.
He was losing it, yeah.
And that clip has found its way to TikTok. Now, I hope we don't get shut down by the IOC, but we have it. We got It's almost on me. I gotta do something.
It hits every time.
It's
I've
really-
watched that so many times.
It's really incredible. So I'm glad we could get that into the show because that was still, I've been thinking about that guy.
He stays with you.
He does. He does. So amazing stuff from the wacky inflatable arm man there. All right. So on tonight's show and moving forward, we are going to recap the day to the best of our ability. I will say there will be spoilers.
Yeah.
I know some of you don't watch this during the day like us sickos, and maybe you're catching the primetime version where they take you around wherever they want to take you around. But look, we're going to spoil things here. So turn this off right now if you don't want to be spoiled.
Yes.
Let's get right to the gold medal of the day. It's going to Peacock's Gold Zone.
Incredible.
The whip around coverage. This channel, it's changed my life.
The interface is incredible.
It's incredible. Now, there's just an example. That's a 4-box. You got gymnastics, tennis, road cycling, water polo. But all day here. Now, this is on NBC Peacock. So this is probably just for Americans. I don't know if they have a version of this in some of the other countries out there.
Good question,
Let us know.
actually. Peacock, hit us up. Tell us. What do you got?
But, man, JD, did you take in the Olympics today with a little Gold Zone?
Absolutely. I mean... I don't know how else you could do it, to be honest. Like,
that's what I was thinking the entire day.
It was daunting.
Yeah.
Today, I really felt like we made a bad decision.
I was around like 2 o'clock. I was like, I regret this.
Yeah.
This is too much sports.
I woke up around 6:45. I rolled out of bed
Immediately.
and immediately was watching China win gold
Hook it to your
in the
veins.
women's synchronized 3-meter springboard.
wow.
And I didn't leave the television for the rest of the day. But Gold Zone. It does make it much more easier to follow and a little more digestible. Yeah, you're going to miss some things, but I like that you could like be reminded or told that this is on and be like, then if you wanted to, you could be like, okay, well, let's go watch that particular event.
Yeah, it
you
is
loved it.
Information overload if you're not necessarily looking for it.
Right.
But man, I don't know what we would have done without it, with what we're attempting to do. Did they do it for us?
Well, no, I don't think so. They did it for subscriptions to Peacock.
Okay.
And I think, like, I remember, I guess, 2021, I remember Peacock doing a great job with the Olympic coverage and the app and people going, what's going on here? This is horrible. They had, almost 4 years to figure it out and rebound, and I think they nailed it, at least with the Gold Zone. My only complaint from watching all day long is sometimes they would just go to commercial.
Yeah.
When like action was happening, like either in basketball games or I know we'll get into rugby and some of the other things. Like it almost felt like either somebody forgot to hit commercial and they're like, oh crap, we got to get one in, or it was automatic or some sort.
I bet you it's an algorithm of some kind that they have to hit a certain number of commercial breaks, and it would be very hard to monitor all of it, I guess, and insert the commercial at the apropos time. But certainly in the last 15 seconds of a basketball game that's close, they should not be going to commercial. That was a big no-no.
I think we missed a huge Giannis dunk.
Yeah, you went temper boy.
Yeah, I went temper boy because Canada was blowing the lead to Greece in basketball, but also, yes, I'm like, what is going on?
That got cut off. Because I guess I was watching on playback with Taz.
Yeah, so if you were watching CNBC, you were fine. I was watching it on something else, and it was like, literally, they were going to a commercial break. It was like, what is going on?
I don't want to relive it. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, but again, overall, this is huge.
Yeah.
And they did a smart thing. They got like 2 guys in the morning, and then they pass it off to the guys with the giant ears, and then they pass it off to like Scott Hansen.
Nice.
That guy's got the biggest ears I've ever seen.
Not nice.
He can probably hear you.
He's got the biggest ears. Dude, I don't know. Is he a wrestler or something? Like they're. Well, I'm just saying. I don't even know who he is. But anyway,
about
the guy knows he has big ears.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's aware, but like we don't need to comment on it.
Right. And I think, okay, did you watch it all day?
Pretty well, mostly, yeah.
Was the first guy, and they had like a tandem going, it was 2 guys.
Yes.
Was that guy the guy that's from American Ninja Warrior?
Oh, maybe, actually.
He looked like that guy, but I never got his name.
If that wasn't that guy, he looked identical to him. And sounded like him. And that guy was, I thought, the guy making the most jokes.
The American Ninja guy is Matt Eisman.
That's him. That's him. Definitely was him.
Well, look at that. The internet strikes
American Ninja Warrior. All right. Hey, good stuff from the Gold Zone. What was your favorite event today? Because again, we're not going to get to everything, but we'll try to bounce around a little bit.
We watched a lot. We digested a lot. I became a Rugby Sevens fan today.
Because of their quads. And their butts.
Wow.
And these striking, handsome
Can I read you
men.
a note that I wrote today?
Sure.
When it was on.
Don't get canceled.
I said, I can't believe they're giving this thigh content away for free. This is incredible. No, it was really fun to watch. Incredibly fast paced.
Dare I say this game is almost too fast, the Rugby Sevens.
I was like, is this normally like this? Like, it was so quick.
Did you watch any of it, JD?
I missed most of it, unfortunately.
Okay, Rugby Sevens has only been around for a couple Olympics now. You know, rugby.
Yes.
15 aside. This is Rugby Sevens. There's only 7 aside. That part's cool. wide open field. There's more scoring. It's more action packed. But the games are so short.
Yeah.
7-minute halves.
Yeah.
Basically running time. It stops every once in a while. That part I couldn't figure out.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm still not sure on that.
2-minute half, another 7-minute second half. The game is over in 30 minutes easily.
I couldn't believe it. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, what's going on? It's almost done.
And I was loving it. I'm with you.
It was really
I was loving it for
exciting.
other reasons.
Well,
Though
other
the thighs
than that,
were nice.
they are very well endowed in the thigh and bum areas, so it was really fun to watch. And they do a lot of squats and jumps. But
Yes.
also, they look like they're having the best time. All of those players, they were constantly like laughing, and every time they score, they like leap to score.
Oh, yeah,
which
yeah.
was really
For the try.
fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was really engaging and light. I enjoyed it immensely, and I'm now a Rugby Sevens fan. How do we watch it?
I got hooked into this.
Yeah.
I did like it. It was a lot of fun. France won their first gold medal of the Olympics
Yes.
in this. So the host nation defeated the defending champion Fijians.
Yeah, big upset.
28-7, huge upset. Apparently, this team from Fiji had never lost at this.
Wow.
Again, it came in like 2016 in Rio. Fiji won gold, then they won again gold. I don't think they've like ever lost an Olympic match at Rugby Sevens, but France, that was awesome, and like the crowd was going nuts.
France seemed the team seemed elated, as was the crowd. I did have a little bit of a little emo moment just showing the Fijian team. They look so sad,
Yeah,
and I think they expected to win.
yeah, they were expected to win. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Anyway, that
but
made
yeah,
me
they
sad.
lost. But this game, I'm telling you, you get down one. Like
Yeah.
first off, Fiji scored first, and it looked like, oh boy, they're gonna kick the snot out of them. But then obviously France came back, and then like you score, you take the lead, and I just keep looking at the clock. I'm like, hold on, it's almost halftime, and it's like they almost feel like they're trying to delay it a little bit. Because it's rugby, so, we're going to do the scrum and everything.
Sure.
And then they reset. And then it's like, the clock just keeps going.
I didn't have a sense of the strategy at all of what was happening.
Right. We're not experts.
I think we'll get that as we're becoming sickos for Rugby Sevens.
Okay,
Well,
hold on,
yeah,
hold
but
on.
now it's
You're
gone,
not going
right?
to talk about Rugby Sevens until 2028.
Why? They're not going to play it anymore?
Well, this is over here.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah, there's the gold medal match, babe.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, that's a problem. I think that's a problem. Like, why does the rounds begin for handball, which is not really, all due respect,
Handball's pretty badass.
it's pretty badass, but I've actually heard of rugby, like every year that the Olympics comes around, it's like, oh yeah, handball. And we're not talking about against a wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's
It
not
is weird
football.
that Rugby Sevens started 3 days prior to the start of the actual Olympics. It must have to do with like they need the field for something else.
Yeah,
that's all I can
gotta
think.
be.
I know they're playing soccer, but is it for soccer? Is it literally in the stadium where they're doing track for all I know? They must need it.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey guys, get in and get out.
Yeah.
Hey, how long's your game? Oh, it's only basically 14 minutes. Perfect. We'll get you through. You'll
and
be
out.
done before the Olympics start.
Yeah, now they're just running amok in the village.
Yeah, now they can just party. But I'm with you. I was super into it. And those guys are just freak athletes, obviously.
jacked.
They're jacked, but they're like, they feel like as fast as Usain
So
Bolt. They're so
fast.
quick.
Yeah, they're
like
so
little
powerful.
tanks.
They're action figures. Like
Yeah,
like they
totally.
look like action figures.
Yeah. And some of them are quite small.
The DuPont guy
And then there's
looks
guys
like-
that are like 6'6". Like,
DuPont looks like a toy.
oh, yeah, he's the tiny French guy. Yeah, he's sort of like their champ. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we made him the thumbnail. He got the honor of
Aw,
being the Summer of
congrats,
Champions
DuPont. You
thumbnail.
also won that.
So that was cool. France, that's a pretty historic way to win your first gold medal of the Olympics you're hosting.
Sure.
Beating a team that everybody thought wouldn't lose. What else did you have on the list
We
that entertained you?
watched some swimming, and I don't know why it didn't quite hit it the way it usually does.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Usually swimming, I'm like more excited about. It felt very quick and abrupt, and it came and went. I think that's the only drawback of maybe the Peacock app is that when you're watching the regular broadcast, there's maybe lead up to it. You get wrapped into kind of the drama sometimes.
Yeah, like tonight on primetime, maybe
Yes.
there's the package around the team, and I bet there's a thing about Australia versus USA.
Yeah,
the-
I needed a little. I
the
think I need
duel in the
that.
pool.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
like a weird pun, and I need to know why these countries hate each other.
Yeah, you want to be pumped up a bit.
Yeah, I think missing that, but it was still really exciting to watch. The women's 400 free, I thought Katie Ledecky would maybe do a little bit better than bronze, but it seems like this is not her wheelhouse.
She likes the long distance.
Yes.
Make it 800, make it 1500, make it 10,000,
Yeah, it
whatever.
was
The
great to
longer
see.
that woman's in the pool, the faster and better.
Apparently.
But yeah,
takes
she got
power
bronze here
from the
because
water.
this was, is it Titmus of
Titmus.
Australia?
Yes. You question it every time you say
Well, I
it.
want to say Titmouse, but
Yeah.
it sounds like it.
MUS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Titmus defended her gold medal, and
Yes.
she held off Summer McIntosh.
Yeah.
Canadian. Canada got our first medal. I will be adding a medal every time we get one.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to have
Just be
40 on
covered.
by the final show.
We'll
but
have to
see.
order more.
But she's 17 years old. She took silver, and then Ledecky, like you said, got bronze. But this was a close race. They had an awesome race, I guess, back at the World Championships that wasn't as good as this one. Like, it was a little bit closer. But I like that we then had the men's of Team USA winning the 4x100 freestyle relay. So that's America's first gold. And then the flip side of that was the women's Australian team won the 4x100 freestyle for their event. So, I like that we're already getting this underway. It's like going to be the
rivalry.
battle between these two countries. Are you cheering for one more than the other, JD? Team Australia or Team USA when it comes to the pool?
I love this country. I live in this country, but I always root against this country. I have to, as a Canadian, you just kind of have to.
Right. Because there's such a dominant country in America, too.
And also, I was watching, we had badminton on most of the day.
Oh.
Rachel's a big badminton freak. And we were on the three box, right?
Okay.
So there's 3 courts, 3 boxes going. I don't know how she was
You were
watching
watching three badminton matches at once?
at the same time.
That's a lot of shuttlecocks,
That's a
JD.
lot of shuttlecock. It's the fastest game in the Olympics. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Those things
But
they go faster. They go faster than 300 miles an hour, apparently.
Good Lord.
Come on.
That's what they say. I know. That's what I'm like. What? But yeah,
Okay.
apparently. Anyways, when the U.S. was playing, the U.S. did their thing, and it's the thing that we all know it. The USA.
Yeah.
It's the most annoying thing that the Americans do. Like,
That chant?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry to say it. But it's true. And I'm saying it mostly out of jealousy because they have it, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's a national thing that they all do together.
It's
And it's
true.
just
We don't
like,
have a thing.
and it's just like,
But Canada, why not?
It doesn't
You're
hit.
right.
It's not the same.
but it's
doesn't
not the
hit.
same.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
hit the same. So I'm Australia all the way.
And you were watching just like, what are the prelims?
These are just group stage. Yeah, she's.
And this is because you're a pickleball sicko?
Yeah, this
It's
is-
like it's sort of, adjacent.
Well, Rachel was a provincial champ in high school for badminton.
We're going to need an image
Okay,
of that.
well, no big deal. Maybe when we get to the medal rounds, we can bring Rachel in.
I think we
Yeah.
should. I
break
think
it
we
down.
should. Yeah.
Okay.
She should probably help us with the badminton. What do we know about badminton?
I did see the American women's team twins,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
which was so funny because when I was up at the crack of dawn watching synchronized diving,
Yes.
again off the 3 meter springboard, I was like, oh, has there ever been twins?
Yeah, because it'd be perfect.
It's like it's almost like a built-in advantage.
Yeah, if
it
you were
feels like.
gonna be like Tiger Woods' dad, you'd be like hoping for twins all the time, and then like turn them into like into like
What?
experts. Like
Why,
you know how
why would I want to? I got one Tiger Woods. Hold on. If I'm Tiger Woods' dad and I have one Tiger Woods, why do I need another one? That's
I meant following the plan of like basically teaching your kid from a very young
I
age
see.
to be focused on one sport and excel at that sport.
Oh, so what you were
be-
saying is if you have twins, be pretty cool to be like,
Locked
hey,
in.
table tennis
Yes.
or badminton
Right.
or synchronized
Anything with two.
diving. Yeah, I'm with you. And I think they would, I don't know, I feel like they have an advantage again.
We have a lot of friends that have twins.
Twin
we
brain.
should be like
yeah.
coaching all these kids.
Okay. The cool part about that first event, like I said, where China did win gold, USA, though, got silver. Their names, Cook and Bacon.
Wow.
Get Waffle House
Come on.
on the phone.
Their last names are Cook and Bacon, the two women
If
that
Waffle
won.
House doesn't do some kind of marketing synergy with Cook and Bacon, it is a massive failure, and they will never recover from this.
That's incredible.
I mean, it's a breaking tea, right?
Yeah, I think
Cook and
they
Bacon?
already had T-shirts
They-
made.
oh,
Yeah,
did they?
literally
Okay.
Cook and like Guns N' Roses
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
Yeah, Bacon.
Yeah, they're also very like cute. They've been friends since they were like 8 years old. It's so sweet.
They've been friends since they were on the pig.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's not
it
even-
sounded better in my
No.
head. It didn't make any sense. Women's road cycling. Can we talk about that for a second? That was dangerous.
It was very scary.
I mean, they're doing the time trial. It's in the city, so it's on the streets. Mm-hmm. They're wiping out left and right.
Can't have cobblestone.
Like the tires on these bikes are like, like a pencil width. So it's slick at all.
We just watch people fall.
We watched a cyclist fall. I believe it was a woman, American woman,
The
excuse
US
me.
one, yeah.
And then I think her bike got destroyed. So a guy hops over, gives her another bike. He wipes out giving the bike.
Oh my God.
It was
onto the
so
bike.
slick.
I missed that.
It looked. Usually, I like people falling. You get those fail videos. Like I'll watch one of those.
Yeah.
It's always funny. This is not funny. I was like, oh no.
Tough to laugh at someone that spent the last 4 years of their life biking every day, training
awful.
every day,
And she fell
to hit a wet
again.
patch. Yeah, she somehow got still a medal.
She
She's
did,
still
which is
medaled.
incredible.
I know.
performance.
That's how damn good they are.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How can you fall off your bike, get up, and still medal?
I don't know.
What's that say about everybody else?
I know.
Yeah, man.
But it's long. I mean, it's like
She
a
looked pretty
30, 40
rough
minute race.
by the end of it. Hopefully, she's okay.
God. Oh, we did have a moment. Again, this thing's on all day. We're gold zone. We're bouncing around. So you're sort of watching. You're looking at the computer. You're taking notes. And at one point, Nora and I both looked up at the same time, and they showed a clip of a cyclist wiping out and then falling over a guardrail. And we both literally were like, "Oh my God!" It looked like the person fell off a cliff.
They disappeared.
And we thought it was live. I mean, I did. I was like, "Oh my God!" We just saw somebody die.
Yeah, they're just gone.
But it was like a clip of one of the women racing.
Yes.
That it did happen to. And she
was okay.
Wow, she had surgery on her leg.
Oh,
so
shit.
It looked
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah, it was a pretty significant injury, but it was a bit. I was surprised they were just showing this.
I know.
I mean, they did eventually say replay, but we both were like,
Oh yeah, I
aghast.
popped. I was like, "Oh, tear up the rundown. I know what we're leading with."
I know. We gotta go. We gotta get on a plane. We gotta talk to her.
Holy moly! Other things I watched today in no particular order: judo,
You did watch judo.
I watched Judo.
kayaking. Love that. I get into that a little bit.
slalom?
I like to go around that
It does look cool.
and that weird man-made thing they're
Obstacle
in.
Yeah.
course.
Rapids, yeah. And then handball, like you said. Those
Yeah.
were some of the other random ones.
No beach volleyball?
Honestly, the weather ruined it for me.
Okay. They still played.
I know.
It did still happen.
But
Because the sun's got to be shining.
sun's
Yeah,
got to
it's
be
not the
shining.
same.
Fair
and,
enough.
Beach volleyball, usually a party.
yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like a party.
They also weren't wearing jeans.
Oh, Top Gun?
Yeah.
Is that a Top Gun reference?
That's a Top Gun. That is a Top Gun.
Yeah, I didn't get into it. And I'll tell you one sport I could not get in today. And I think it's going to be an issue of the entire Olympics. Tennis. I don't know why, but every time they went to tennis, I was like, I
Yeah.
think I'm tennised out.
There's been a
Because
lot
we've
of
had,
tennis.
yeah. And I know there's big names in this, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'm like,
We're,
give me something else.
we're spoiled
I see
for
tennis
choice.
all the time.
I think the Rugby Sevens ruined us
Yeah,
today.
yeah, for
we were
sure.
just like, this is amazing.
For
Yeah.
sure.
But also, soccer was the same for me. I watched a bit of soccer, and it was just like...
You're like,
The
watch
soccer's
so
always
much.
on in this house.
Yeah. I
know.
My kid's a sicko.
but then, of course, let me get to basketball.
Yeah, well, okay.
I mean, I watch basketball for a living,
Yes.
nonstop. But this is next level. And I'm telling you right now, this tournament, guys, on the men's side at least, because probably the women will dominate for Team USA, but holy crap, it is set up to be just an incredible tournament. We got underway here day one. We had Germany dominate Japan. They crushed them. France beat Brazil. Wemby was doing every third or fourth thing was
Incredible.
more unbelievable than the last
Yeah.
thing he did. Alien-like. Australia picked up a 12-point win over Spain. Josh Giddey was really good. And then the one that was sort of like the last event we watched of the day that I was stressing hard
Yes.
was Canada beating Greece by 7,
Barely.
but it got a little dicey.
Yes.
And did you want to explain to the viewer or listener what's it like me watching one of these games?
It is a dark time in my life that I do not want to revisit, but you become some kind of gremlin, and you often will I was in the bedroom for a minute, and I came back out, and you had perched onto the chair you were
Yeah.
sitting in,
Yeah.
floor is lava, I can't touch the floor, and you were all curled up and very upset, and there was 3 minutes left in the game, and Canada was leading at that time, but you said, it's too much time.
Well,
There's
yeah,
too much time left.
Because Dort hit a 3, SGA hit a 3, put them back up 10. I thought there was less time left in the game for some reason. I was feeling good. We got
Yeah.
this. And then things started to fall apart.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jamal Murray was sort of killing us.
He had a few.
He just couldn't hit the dagger shot. He kept missing. We had so many chances. Like if we had hit that, the game was over.
Right.
We missed. Then he turned it over. There was a bunch of turnovers, and suddenly it was a 1-possession game. And I was.
You were very upset.
I was very
Then you
upset.
stood up and you yelled at the TV.
Yeah.
You got close to it. You were. It was almost as though you were trying to intimidate the television.
Yes.
So you got in the TV's face.
Yep.
And then you switched. You were like, I don't want to be. I mean, this is your internal monologue, I assume. But you were like, I don't want to be negative. So then you sat down and you started doing like pump up, like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And then you had Tassie on the laptop.
Yes, I was watching Tass on playback.
And then at one point, as we mentioned earlier, there was a commercial break there was like 15 seconds left.
I went nuts.
And I think, was it Jamal Murray at the free throw line? Or somebody was at the free throw line and it mattered. And they cut away and you said bad words.
Yeah.
And then luckily you had Tassie on the laptop so you could watch. And
Thank God for playback.
they made the baskets and it was good.
We got the win. Huge win for Canada. Their first win, the men's basketball team in the Olympics, since September 2000.
Wow.
Crazy. That's a long time.
I didn't know you.
Okay. Relax, sir.
I didn't know my wife, people.
I didn't
That's
know
crazy. We got together in
you should
2001.
make a t-shirt that says that. Like
I
a really
did.
long sentence.
Yeah. So huge for the program.
Tremendous win.
And again, it should have been a little easier, but the defense was legit. We had guys fouling out left and right.
Yeah.
We got a kind whistle in the first half. It got a little crazy as the game went on. FIBA basketball, man, it's a wild ride.
It is wild.
And I'm not sure I'm ready for more of these games.
Neither
Canada
am
plays
I.
again on Tuesday. Yeah. Canada plays at like 7 in the morning on Tuesday.
All
so
right.
it's
Well, that's wonderful
lock
for
in.
me.
Lock in.
Who do you
Nora, you have to film it. Like that's
I don't
just
know.
Content, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want that on the internet?
he doesn't have a choice.
Okay, I'll try next time. Although it'll be early, but I'll set an
Will you
alarm.
even be up next time
I'll
on
set
Tuesday?
an alarm.
Anything else from the events today? I did skip over a German dude nearly got a world record in the 400 meter freestyle in the
Yes.
pool. And I think it's the longest standing world record in the pool. And he was pretty close.
He won gold and was mad because he didn't get the record.
Yeah, that's when you know you're good.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, this guy's dialed in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do remember that. It was really exciting.
I do like the graphic for these swim races now. They've added a couple like elements to keep track of like who's leading and how much.
It's like a moving bar graph.
Yeah,
so you
on the
can
bottom left. I
see
like
who's
that.
in the lead, which is great. I'm a visual learner. I love that.
It
Good
helps.
job.
Because sometimes you're like, who's like, where were we again? Where's Canada? Are they lane 7? Are they
Once
lane
they're in
6?
the water, I
How
don't
far are
know
they
what's
back?
going on.
Yeah, and then you're also like, for the newbies like us or whatever, you're like, I don't know, they're not that far back. But then you're like, oh wait, they're like a second and a half is an eternity. Basically, it's like okay, they don't have no chance.
For sure.
There's 50 meters left. Anything else? Sorry.
No, I mean, also I feel like it was a bit of I'm in a fugue state. I looked at so many things today, a lot of screen time, so my brain is a little bit in overload. But I feel like that's most of what we saw today.
Yeah. JD, anything to add to the actual event?
The only other thing that I watched was surfing, which was really great. I have no idea what the object is, really, other than to catch a wave and stay on it.
Dude, 10, man.
It's all about hanging loose, dude.
What else does surfer say?
That's basically it.
Just do it.
It was cool to watch. The Tahiti, the waves, they were perfect today for some reason, so that was great.
That's
and
great.
crazy to think it's like 9,000 kilometers away or something, from France. I mean, because that's just nuts. And a bear ass was on live TV.
Love that.
What happened with this bear ass?
So this guy wiped out, and he came up, and he was sort of making his way back, and you have to sort of book it to get back, right? Because you're on a 30-minute clock, right?
Oh. Okay.
And when he came up, his ass was just out. Like, it was just his board shorts, which, if you've ever worn them,
they're low.
They kind of come off pretty easily.
Yeah.
And he came up. I think he didn't realize that his ass was hanging out, and then you know how they sort of dive under a wave that's coming as they're going back. So that's what happened. And then I think he realized, he tried to pull them up, went under the wave, came up, it was down even further, and then he was like,
what a mess.
He just like yanked them back up. But it was
It's great.
Was he good, or was he?
Yeah, he was good. It was good. It was just like, It was a wardrobe malfunction, you know? It happens.
I guess.
I mean, of all the body parts, a butt is like
yeah,
totally
for
chill.
sure.
I'm down for
White
that.
ass there.
Yeah.
Tahitian treat, I called it on Twitter. And before we move on from that, I didn't watch a lot of surfing, but you did show a video to me because there's been a lot of talk about the cardboard beds in Paris for all the athletes. But have you seen what the surfers in Tahiti have?
No.
They're all on a literally luxury like
A cruise.
Oh, it's like a boat.
Yeah.
Giant boat. That's their hotel. And their rooms are amazing.
It's beautiful. It looks so
sick.
nice.
Wow.
Like they have figured this out.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone else is in basically like dorms with cardboard beds.
Yeah,
and
pouring rain.
weird
dorms.
makeshift air conditioning units that don't really work.
Right,
and
right.
It's like a whole thing.
So
Wow.
hang loose. For sure. All right, let's get to the silver medal of the day when it comes to stories, and this is going to take a weird turn here.
It
So
is.
this is going to be the theme of Summer of Champions. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about the events, but all the other stuff going on. Australia field hockey player Matthew Dawson was so determined to compete in the Paris Olympics that he had part of the ring finger on his right hand amputated.
Commitment.
Matt Dawson, he badly broke a digit on his right hand during team training in Perth 2 weeks ago, and recovery from surgery to repair it would have taken months. So, the 30-year-old decided to have the finger removed from the knuckle up in order to take part in his third games. That's the part that blew my mind. It wasn't like his first Olympics.
Yeah.
Like you never know if you're going to be back. He's already been to a couple, but he's like, this might be my last one. He's literally quoted saying that. He's like, I don't know, it could be my last one.
He's the most casual person to ever amputate a finger. Like every quote I've seen, he's like very Australian about it. He's just like, he says, a little less finger to worry about, mate.
Yeah, the last finger, mate.
Yeah.
And it doesn't affect his game at all. I guess it's in his ring finger, he said?
It's his ring finger.
Yes.
You would.
And it's
yeah,
like sort of
yeah.
the top little digit.
Right.
It's not
It's
the whole
the
finger or
digit.
anything. It's the top little bit. But
Yeah.
still, like, I like that part of my finger.
I like all my fingers.
He
you know?
he
like-
did play today. I checked. He played in a win against Argentina. I think it was 1-0 there, field hockey. But he did this 16 days after he was injured. So he got this thing amputated,
Yeah.
and he's out there playing. Despite being warned by his wife not to do anything rash, Dawson says he made his informed decision that same afternoon.
That sounds like a lawyer
That
statement.
sounds rash.
Someone told him to
Just
say
take
that.
it off, mate. And I love this too. The Aussie team captain, when asked about this, about Dawson, said the decision sent ripples of shock around the squad, but ultimately they supported Dawson.
Yeah, very
I
Australian.
would hope so.
They're like, all right.
Eventually they're like, no, mate, you can't play with.
Yeah.
You can't play missing a bloody finger.
No, they love this. They're like, this is cool.
Yeah, totally.
Also, not the first time this guy has had an extreme injury. He nearly lost an eye after being hit by a hockey stick in the lead up to the 2018 Commonwealth Games.
Oh, shit.
But he played through that too.
Is he accident prone or
I
is
know,
this
I know.
dangerous?
Well, field hockey is a rough game.
Oh, yeah.
It's brutal.
I vaguely remember playing in high school. It didn't last very long.
Yeah, it looks intense.
It was violent.
Yeah.
They don't play with helmets. I don't think either. Maybe
They
I don't
should.
think so.
I don't think they were the ones I saw today at least. But this guy wants it.
Apparently.
Respect.
I'm
I
cheering
got
for the
nothing but
Kookaburras
respect.
here. Yeah,
same.
because guys, like, hold on, I won't play if it just recovers and you amend it and stuff.
No.
You're not gonna make it.
Get rid of it.
Take it off then.
Yeah. High stakes.
It's also crazy like that somehow
Like better.
is somehow better that you can recover in a weird way quicker.
I guess because, I don't know, maybe there's like some healing that has to go on, so there'd be pain associated
Right.
with playing with it. You'd think they could make him
That's
some
what I'm saying,
kind of
yeah.
like support.
Right. And like, what's the worst case scenario? Oh God, it gets hit again. Well, then we'll take it off.
I don't know. The Aussie doc was like, chop it off. Like,
Yeah, I know. It makes me think the Aussie doctors just wanted to like, this guy, would he really do it?
oh, you think they were just messing with him?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, see what
Like,
happens.
hey man, you're not gonna be able to play in the Olympics unless we take off the end of your finger.
Yeah, we're gonna
Like,
have to
all right, do
amputate
it.
that.
You want to talk to your wife? Nah.
Nah. I've made an informed decision.
Crazy. So
That is wild.
they want it bad, and I'm cheering for them. And let's get to our bronze medal story. And this one, dear Lord, I almost have to say, inspired by my mom and dad, who after last night's show chimed in and said, my mom said, Dad saw a story in his news feed. I don't really know what that means, but Dad saw a story in his news feed. There's a shortage of food in the Olympic Village. Something you may want to research, my mom said.
Yeah, getting a hot tip.
So we did some research. You mainly did some research. So why don't you
did.
explain this story for the people?
Well, this is why our sign says no egg for you, because the BBC is reporting from several athletes that there is a food shortage in the Olympic Village. So on Wednesday, athletes were being rationed their food portions of eggs in particular.
Mainly eggs.
Yeah. And
Bunch of skeets that are in the Olympic Village. I love eggs.
And also, a quote, there was not a sufficient amount of grilled meats. So I think primarily that's like chicken breast, because, athletes are just crushing
protein.
Sure, they need their
and chicken
protein.
breast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to give a sense of the scale, they're preparing upwards of 13 million meals during the Olympics and the following Paralympic Games, which is the volume of that is crazy.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
No
Yes, chef.
doubt.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
And you may have heard, leading up to the Olympics, they've been talking about how they're trying to make this sort of the carbon footprint smaller for this Olympics, right? So one of the things they're doing with that is they want to source everything locally from France, from close to the location of where everything is happening. They're also trying to encourage more plant-based food, but it's not really going down well with the athletes.
Especially the Brits.
Well, they are the ones that were quoted in the BBC.
they want their meat.
Who else would be quoted?
They want the sausage.
Anyway, this is all to say that they're going down there and basically being told, you have your portion and that's all you can have. So if you were maybe planning on taking food back to your room to have later, or if you're on a scheduled eating program, it's not really working for them. So the athletes are pretty frustrated. They're working on fixing it, and I'm sure with every Olympics there is some kind of hiccup that takes place. My gut with Paris, I was like, it's going to be transportation. Getting around is going to be a nightmare. I did not anticipate food being a challenge.
Right.
But
like you said, they're like, okay, we'll just get more milk,
sure
more eggs, more meat, because they want it all from France. I did read that.
They're working with the catering organizations to now kind of backfill the stuff that they need, and hopefully the athletes are not hangry for very long.
I watch those like mighty ships shows.
You do like that.
About cruises. We talked about this before. Yeah, to take it back to the cruise. Let's go back to Tahiti.
Back to the cruise.
I'm fascinated by just the logistics.
Totally.
Of like, how do you get this much food in here? And then you got to make it all for all these people. And it just like blows my mind every time I watch these shows. This is sort of a version of this.
Oh, for sure.
That like makes me, it almost makes me queasy. Like knowing there's just that much food.
Right?
And just like, and to like feed all these athletes. And these like, they need it too.
Yeah, I'm sure the kitchen is kind of gross. The volume of what they're doing is crazy.
Yeah. But it can't be like the worst resort we've ever gone to. True. And we all went to a very bad resort way back in the day, soon after 2000, soon after we met probably.
Yeah, the resort
when we had no money.
Only had beige food.
Yeah. It was a 1-star resort in the beautiful country of the Dominican Republic, but a really bad resort. It has to be better than that, though.
No, I don't think anyone is disparaging the quality of the food that they're being presented. It's the volume of the food.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Like, I think I did see a few TikToks of people showing, like, okay, here's what I'm having for my lunch today. And it all looked fine. Totally acceptable. There's like...
But it's not one hall in the Olympic Village.
There's multiple spaces. There's
Yeah.
multiple. I believe there's 6 different locations they can go eat. But I think, again, because they were trying to do this locally sourced stuff and perhaps...
They were just running out of things.
Yeah, athletes were just consuming more than they anticipated. But I'm sure they're on it, and if there's a report on it that comes back, I'm on it. So we'll see if we get
That's
an
true.
update.
See, I feel like this has not become a big story yet.
They're quashing
so there's a story in what'd you say, the BBC? This is a London story.
There was only 3 or 4
My dad
articles.
must have London in his news feed. When you're a part of the Commonwealth, you like to stay up to
Abreast
date.
of everything.
Yeah, exactly, with the other Commonwealth countries. But I did read 6 areas, you're right, devoted to French, Asian, Afro-Caribbean, and world cuisine. 500 different recipes catering to a wide variety of tastes.
That's a lot.
That's the part. I mean, I would love to go see it. As much as I'd be
You
like,
want a mighty
that's
shift.
a lot of food.
There's got to be a doc about that.
There's got to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
There should be one about this if it's like so sustainable and stuff. Let's see it.
Let's do it.
But it's just people yelling, "We're running out of eggs!"
Oh my god.
How do you say eggs in French? Not oof. Not oof.
Les oeufs.
How would you say it in French? No eggs for you. Pas d'œuf pour toi?
Yeah.
Nice.
think so.
I don't
So
know,
they're
guys.
turning
Sorry.
away people.
Yeah.
That's enough eggs for
Yeah,
you.
you've had enough eggs
Again,
for
I would
today.
be in trouble. I'd be like,
I could
"Come
see
on.
a French person doing that, though.
Oh, yeah.
You've
yeah,
had
yeah.
enough.
Yeah, you've had enough eggs.
Yeah, they
sir.
love saying no to you.
Yeah.
They like boundaries. I respect it.
All right, so we will keep our eye on this developing story.
Thrilling.
Food shortage, maybe, possibly in the Olympic Village. Okay, well, we were talking a little French there. Let's get to the French word of the day.
Je suis un ananas.
C'est beau l'amour, l'amour, l'amour.
C'est possible. Pourquoi pas? Les ananas ne parlent pas.
Yeah, French word of the day. There's our little pineapple from Télé Français. What is the word of the day?
I'm going to say, you have to stop talking.
Okay.
Today's French word of the day is plonger. Plonger.
That sounds and looks familiar.
Okay, that's great.
I want to say it's something to do with the water.
yes.
Yeah. Is
Correct.
is it a pool?
No, but that's a good guess.
Sit.
Let's keep.
Plunger?
Okay. Feel it
Sounds
out a
pretty
bit more.
similar.
I'm going to give you a bit of guidance.
Okay.
This is an Olympic sport, and it has been part of the Olympics since 1904. And we've already talked about it today.
Oh, diving.
Boom.
We got there.
Did I give too many clues?
No.
We got to get there.
It sounds like plunge or plunge.
Correct.
Yeah.
Plunge.
Yeah.
Plunge.
I was also going to say as a clue, when we went to Nice 2 years ago, we went to a restaurant. Do you remember the one that was
Oh,
in the water?
that's why I knew it.
I was going to say.
Yeah, and there's like a diving board.
And
like,
the restaurant's
off
called
the
Le
thing.
Plongeur, which is
Great restaurant.
the diving board.
Yeah.
So I
And there's
figured-
like sort of like a mannequin looking like it's diving
There is a
off.
statue, yes.
Yeah, statue, yeah.
Where was this?
In Nice, in France.
Great restaurant.
It's a very cool restaurant. Highly
Beautiful.
recommend it.
Yeah. That's not a 1-star
No, that's a 5-star.
Dominican Republic resort.
Book
No
it in
shortage
advance.
of eggs at Le
no.
Oh,
Plonge.
I said, give them to me.
Yeah.
Bring me your finest eggs. All right, plongeur.
You guys did that quick. Good job.
Yeah, we got there. Good stuff. And you got the beret back.
Well,
You're rocking it a little differently tonight.
well, because my hair is up. I look like a little boy. But maybe I'll take it off because it's warm.
Is that a different color
Yeah, is it
beret
different?
than you had last
Yeah,
night?
different berets
How
for
many
different.
berets do you have?
I'm an adult woman and I can have as many berets as I want.
Absolutely.
Can't afford it. We got to send a couple back.
I'll keep wearing different colors. It's going to get weird.
Okay. Before we get to trivia, which we are going to unveil on tonight's Summer of Champions, a little other news. The IOC issued a deep apology after South Korea's athletes were incorrectly introduced as North Korea during the opening ceremony last night.
Yeah.
We missed this.
Yeah, well, there was a lot going on.
We didn't talk about this.
Yes.
Yeah, we were distracted by the faceless torchbearer
Yeah.
to notice what Korea they were saying. As the boat carrying the South Korean delegation passed on the Seine, the announcers introduced them as the Democratic People's Republic of Korea in French and in English. But that is the official name of North Korea.
Yeah.
South Korea is instead known as the Republic.
Somebody
of Korea.
copy-pasted in the wrong spots.
Yeah. And I think IOC has apologized, a deep apology in quotes, and I think they maybe talked to
Yeah,
the
they probably
Prime
cleared
Minister
the
or
air.
whatever.
I can't imagine if this is the first time this has happened to them. I bet this happens. I mean, people are just unfamiliar with the nomenclature of this stuff.
You think there's ever been like the United States of Austria or something like that?
Maybe.
Austria, Australia, maybe.
Yeah, that's a better one.
That happens a lot more.
Yeah,
than you
true.
think. So
Okay. So anyway, that was something we missed, but they have apologized. And then in other breaking news, a story we did touch on last night's show, FIFA has deducted 6 points from Canada in the Paris Olympics women's soccer tournament and banned the 3 coaches for 1 year, each of them, as a result of that drone spying scandal. The Canada Football Federation has also been fined $226,000. FIFA judges found Bev Priestman, head coach of Canada's women's soccer team, and her 2 assistants were, quote, each found responsible for offensive behavior in violation of the principles of fair play. Canada Soccer did release a statement, though, this afternoon, saying they were exploring options to appeal on the basis that it's a little too excessive to the players, because this is docking the players here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think technically they could still get out of group play, but they would need a million things to happen, and it's basically a done deal that they won't.
Yeah, it's just really unfortunate. Very disappointed in Bev and whoever she was doing these things with. I do feel really, really bad for the players.
God.
It's just awful. It's
Defending gold medalists, too.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do. But I guess file the appeal. I mean,
Yeah, right.
but also if you guys screw up, there are punishments you kind of just have to deal with.
The coach screwed them.
Yeah.
Or the organization screwed them.
Yeah, I feel awful for them.
JD, were you upset by this?
Yes, of course. But, as Nora says, you do the crime, you do the time. I guess. I don't know. But it sucks for the players, as you say. And, I mean, that was kind of like they were the favorites, or they were,
they're one of the favorites.
up there.
Yeah. They were expected probably to medal.
It just means there's going to be an asterisk on whoever wins that gold.
Yeah.
Oh, a little drone, a tiny little drone instead of an asterisk. All right, let's get to some trivia. It's quiz pop time. Yes, a few times throughout the games, Nora is going to hit us with some trivia, so play along. I don't know if this is trivia about countries or the Olympics or eggs.
It's not about, well, hold on.
Okay.
I've got some good news for this year's Olympians. The intimacy ban that was originally put in place for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics has been lifted. What does that mean?
Sexy time.
They can get freaky.
Right. On the cardboard beds.
That's right.
Or on the cruise if you're in Tahiti.
This year, in the Olympic Village, they will have 300,000 condoms made available to the athletes. I've been doing a lot of Olympic research, just in general, preparing for this show. And so I was on TikTok, and, athletes have been doing these unboxings where they show you their room, the kit, all their toiletries and stuff.
Oh, they get like a little gift bag or something?
Oh, do they ever?
Oh.
And one of them by Canadian Sarah Douglas went viral because she actually opened up her toiletry bag that they gave her, and inside were all of the condoms that were being provided to the athletes with all this crazy packaging. It was really cute.
Okay.
So my question to you is, which of the following slogans did the Olympic organizers choose to feature on the condom packaging?
Jesus.
I have 4 options. Okay? Option 1, are you French? 'Cause I fall for you. So Eiffel Tower, I fell for you.
God, I hope it's not that one.
Option 2, no need to be a gold medalist to wear it. It's not just for winners, safety for everybody.
Okay.
Option 3, voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Probably one of the most commonly known French phrases for non-French speakers. And then lastly, smarter, safer, sexier, together.
That's got to be that one.
And that is a play on the Olympic motto.
Wow.
Motto.
So those are your 4 options. JD, you can play along if you like.
Because usually...
I just looked at the answer.
Okay. I have an image provided.
I was
so.
like, anyways, I've seen it, so I know. So
Okay, never mind. JD,
So
Phil
the motto
Skeets, you're on
is
your own.
faster, stronger, higher, and they've added together. It
That
used to
is
not be
true.
together.
Okay.
So you're saying they were substituting which word for sexier?
Smarter, safer,
They went basically all
sexier
different.
together. They kept it together.
I think it's that one. That to me makes the most sense.
Do you want me to read them all back, or you're happy with that?
Nah, it was a couple weird puns,
Okay.
and then it was the French one, which it could be that one.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
But I think I'm gonna go with the last one.
Okay, so you're going with number 4.
Yeah.
I think that's a great one because I wrote it.
Damn it.
But it's not correct. The
Which one
correct
is it?
answer is number 2. No need to be a gold medalist.
Okay.
And there's an image there that I provided. Isn't that strange?
A little bit.
I find it really weird as a slogan,
Yeah.
but it is cute. They've got the fridge, the fun graphic mascot, the hat.
I guess it's funny. It's like if you think the only people getting laid were the gold medalists, the winners.
I guess.
If you want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
Hey, safety first.
Yeah, they also had another one that said, "On the field of love, play fair, ask for consent."
That was a real one.
Yeah,
So
that was
they have a
another
couple.
one. That's
Gotcha.
a long one.
Yeah, there's a lot of text put on these.
It feels like that it's sort of like it was awesome in French, and then they
Yes, they
translated
translated it.
to English. That's what it feels like to me.
Well, I did like yours. It
Thank
was
you.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I
It was
like it
great.
too.
Smarter
Smarter, safer, sexier together.
together. That's good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Why wouldn't you put that on?
Clean. It's
Yeah.
like gets to the point. Anyway, I will
Okay.
send that to the IOC, and they can perhaps
Okay,
use it
okay.
next year.
Wow.
How many condoms did they get? Like,
They are providing according to them, 300,000, which seems
Total. How many athletes
like
are there?
a lot. 15,000 athletes.
Wow.
Yeah, it started
there for a couple
in
weeks.
Rio. In Rio, they started providing these like insane amounts.
Oh yeah. Well, they started to find out. It's just like
They're out
they
there.
go like rabbits. These athletes.
Yeah.
after
Sure.
they're
And
done.
I think also, sorry, the implication is also like take these with you. You don't have to use them all here. We
trade
want
them like pins.
we want to encourage you.
Put them on your suspenders.
Right.
Yeah.
Take this back home with you and use them
Right.
at home too.
Well, they have an expiry of some sort, I assume.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, but not like
These will not last till the next Olympics.
maybe not, but still.
So use them within the next 4 years at least. All right, trivia, quiz pop.
Quiz pop.
Good stuff. Good start. All right, must-watch events tomorrow. I think we got 13 gold up for grabs. It might be more because we did have the men's skateboarding final delayed today,
Right.
or canceled, I should say,
Yeah.
because of the weather. They didn't care about the cyclists and their time trials. They're like, no, you guys get out there. But
Right.
skateboarders couldn't do it. So maybe that's going on Sunday. I'm not sure. But we got a big list of things. Women's team gold medal match in archery. Women's kayak single final. I'll be watching that. I did get into that a little bit. Women's street final in skateboarding. Again, I'm not sure now if that's going to be the men's first or they go right to the women's. I'm not sure what they're doing there. We got finals in fencing and judo, the air pistol. In the pool, women's 100-meter butterfly, men's 100-meter breaststroke, men's 400-meter individual medley. And we got a big basketball game tomorrow. Serbia versus USA. Those are two favorites. I mean, obviously,
be
USA is a
exciting.
gold medal favorite. Serbia could beat them. They could win gold themselves. They could medal. So that's a huge game in that group. Jokic versus LeBron and co. at 11:15 a.m. Eastern.
Love
And-
it.
Yeah.
That'll
So
be exciting.
I'm sort of excited. Because
Tell us how you really feel.
we watched
a lot today.
I watched television for about 10 hours.
Yeah,
Basically
Yeah.
straight.
I didn't love that. But maybe we
That's
didn't.
not healthy.
We didn't really like appreciate the volume of what we were going to be doing. Maybe when we started thinking about this, how am I going to watch Bravo?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You're not
that's-
watching any
yeah.
Housewives.
It's like very
No.
depressing. OC is back.
Because
it's
we got to,
good.
after this, we got to go home. We got to rewatch this, Nora, take some notes on our performances here. We got to watch the tape, crunch the tape.
crunch
know,
the tape.
Yeah. If you are a Team USA fan, though, maybe get yourself a No Dunks Team USA shirt. Go to breakingtea.com, go to nodunks.com, and search for the No Dunks shirt. JD, do you have that?
I don't have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That's the one thing we didn't go over. So what we're
Well,
gonna
I
do after
might.
we're done this, JD, you're gonna watch this entire show
Yeah,
back and you're
I
gonna make
have
some
to.
notes. Anyway,
Notes on
let's
notes.
call it there. Wow, nearly an hour. Close to an hour.
yeah,
I don't know.
it's possible. I mean-
I sit down here. I'm like, we're gonna be out of here in 20 minutes.
I said before we got here, how long do you think today's episode will be?
I did say, what did I say? I said 40.
40.
I'd like to keep it under 40.
Yeah, and I said LOL.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
stretched it a little bit.
And that's the thing. It doesn't let up, though. You know what I mean? Like, when you were watching the NBA playoffs, it's like, 16 games a night or whatever.
Then it gets down,
and then
down,
it goes
down.
down. And then there's... But this just... It's relentless, and it...
Because we just suddenly, you're like, okay, some sports are done. Okay.
Yeah.
Rugby Sevens. We're done with that quick game. Oh, crap. Track and field
more.
is starting. How many events are in that?
know.
80. This is... You got to be committed to this. We got to be a bunch of Matthew Dawsons. We got to be able or willing to cut a finger off for this show.
I'm
Summer of
amputating
Champions.
my social life.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll tell you that much.
We have done that. We will be here for the next 15 nights. You got to help us out. You got to keep morale high. You got to
Yes.
hit the like button. You got to subscribe. You got to share the show with mom and dad.
Yes.
You got to share the show with young kids.
Yes.
I tried to limit the swearing tonight. What else you got to do? Leave us a 5-star rating and review. Email us, nodunks@theathletic.com. Tell us where we're wrong. Tell us what you liked. Let us know in the comments there. As you are here in the stream team, we love to see it. And we did iron our Canadian flag.
Yes.
Shout out to your son,
Lincoln.
Good job,
Lincoln, for
Lincoln.
doing that. It looks a lot better.
Yeah.
It's
It
improvement.
was quite wrinkly.
Sorry about the wrinkles, Canada.
And we got a silver already. One thing we didn't show, JD, the medal count
Oh, yeah.
after day one.
I can't do it.
Oh, don't
because
worry
it's
about
gonna-
it.
We'll talk about
We'll
it
do it tomorrow, though, for sure.
I'll tell you right now, for you podcast listeners, we got a tie at the top of the medal count after day one. Australia, shout out to Lily, and the United States.
Wow.
Australia
Shout out to Trey.
technically in front because they have 3 gold,
It's better.
2 silver. The States right now 1, 2, and 2. France with 4 total medals. Great start for the host nation. And then China, South Korea, and Italy with 3. Okay.
Very exciting.
We'll be keeping track of
Great.
this. All right, guys, go eat your eggs. Thanks for joining us here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Any final thoughts?
I'm gonna go home and rewatch Rugby Sevens.
Oh,
Okay.
sexy time. All right. Race the night, people.